Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's video, we are going to talk about a very powerful chapter of the Qur'an, Surah Al-Masad. This is one of the shortest surahs in the Qur'an, but its message is deep and timeless. It talks about Abu Lahab, the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his wife. Both of them were among the strongest enemies of Islam. Through the surah, Allah reminds us that no amount of wealth, power, or family connections can protect someone who stands against the truth. So let us begin by reciting the surah, then we'll go through its meaning and lessons together. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, and perish he. His wealth and his gains shall not benefit him. He will burn in a fire of flames, and his wife, the carrier of firewood, will have around her neck a rope of palm fiber. To understand this surah, let's look at the story behind it. Abu Lahab, whose real name was Abdul Uzza ibn Abdul Muttalib, was one of the uncles of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Instead of supporting his nephew, he became one of the fiercest enemies of Islam. Now, according to Bukhari and Muslim, with the wordings of Muslim Ibn Abbas narrated, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded to call his people to Islam, he stood on Mount Safa and warned them about the punishment of Allah. Abu Lahab angrily shouted, "Tabbal laka, may you perish. Is this why you gathered us?" Because of this insult and his content hostility, Allah revealed Surah Al-Masad. Abu Lahab's wife Jamil was also an enemy of Islam. She mocked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, spread lies about him, and even placed thorns on his path at night to hurt him. The surah condemns them both. Now, look at the verse-by-verse explanation. First, perish the hands of Abu Lahab and perish he. Allah declares that Abu Lahab's effort will fail. His hatred will bring him nothing but destruction. Second, his wealth and his gains shall not benefit him. Abu Lahab thought his wealth made him untouchable, but in the hereafter, wealth and power means nothing without faith. He will burn in the fire of flames. This was a prophecy. Abu Lahab lived for many years after the surah was revealed, but he never pretended to accept Islam. If he had, he could have tried to disprove the Qur'an, but he didn't, proving the Qur'an's truth. Fourth, and his wife the carrier of firewood. Jamil used to throw thorns on Prophet's path, but she also carried the firewood of hatred by spreading lies and fueling hostility. Fifth, around her neck a rope of palm fiber. She once wore a necklace proudly, saying she would sell it to oppose Islam. Allah turned her pride into humiliation. In hell, she will wear a robe of twisted palm fiber. Now, lessons and reflections. First, truth always prevails. Even family ties cannot save someone who opposes Allah and His Messenger. Second, wealth and status cannot protect us. Abu Lahab had riches, but they couldn't save him. Third, the Quran is miraculous. This surah predicted Abu Lahab's end, and he could not deny it. Fourth, everyone is responsible for their choices. Jamil supported evil and she faced her own punishment. Fifth, a timeless reminder. This surah is not just about Abu Lahab, it's a warning for anyone who mocks or opposes the truth. Surah Al-Masad may be short, but it carries an everlasting message. Arrogance, hatred, and blind opposition to the truth only lead to destruction. Wealth, family, or pride cannot save a person if they stand against Allah. May Allah protect us from arrogance and enmity and make us among those who support the truth and sincerity and faith. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.